So my rewatch this time, I went back to the 90s again, and I watched What About Bob, the Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss thing. And I was partly inspired to watch it because Hats Off on YouTube did a documentary about the making of it
Oh, nice.
and about how much Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray hated each other during the making of it. And it really works for the film. But before I sort of get into it, the blurb from Letterboxd. So, before going on vacation, self-involved psychiatrist Dr. Leo Marvin has the misfortune of taking on a new patient, Bob Wiley, an exemplar of neediness and a compendium of phobias. Bob follows Marvin to his family's country house. Dr. Marvin tries to get him to leave. The trouble is, everyone loves Bob. As his obvious patient makes himself at home, as his oblivious patient makes himself at home, Dr. Marvin loses his professional composure, and before long may be ready for the loony bin himself. Um, it's bizarre to think now that films like this got big cinematic releases.
Yeah.
It's really strange. I've loved this film since I first saw it I think I got the video in the 90s. I think I was on a Bill Murray kick.
All right.
Um,
Okay.
I like Richard Dreyfuss. I like Bill Murray. It's directed by Frank Oz, who's done a lot of comedy films that I like as well. And of course, is the voice of Miss Piggy and Yoda. Bill Murray is great in it. There's a thing to Bill Murray that I noticed more watching it recently. I wanted to watch it again after watching that Hats Off thing because a lot of people have said the fact that they hate each other really plays into the performances, and it does. The chemistry between them. You know, sometimes when people hate each other on a set and it really works for the film, either for them, like Richard Dreyfuss's character hating Bill Murray's character in this film, and him needling Richard Dreyfuss's character unintentionally on the Bill Murray's character part. But it works for those, and it also works sometimes when they're like best buddies in a film, but they hated each other in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
It really has that bickery band. It'd be like if you found out Mel Gibson and Danny Glover hated each other during all four Lethal Weapon films. But I can kind of see why they had that fractious relationship
Yeah.
and friendship in the film. But it just really works. Dreyfuss is great in it. Bill Murray's great in it. The supporting cast are great in it. It is like a gold standard of those early 90s comedies. I think it's largely overshadowed. I wouldn't say it's a hidden gem, but it's a hidden-ish gem.
Right.
It's
Okay.
largely overshadowed. If you think 90s Bill Murray comedies, most people will go straight to Groundhog Day and then struggle to think of a second one.
Yeah, it's funny because I'd never heard of this until you had mentioned it.
I had to dig out my old DVD copy. It's not on streaming anywhere, and they've not released it on Blu-ray, which is a shame
Right.
because it's definitely worth it. I think there's been interviews since they go into it in that Hats Off documentary. I'll put the link in the show notes, where Richard Dreyfuss has been like, it was like the worst film experience of his life. But Bill Murray, as much as he dislikes the man, he still finds him funny and he still makes him laugh. And he's a better golfer than me. It's just like Richard Dreyfuss doing that over exaggerated, like, you think he's gone? He's never gone. He opens the door and Bob stood there. You see? In that big Richard Dreyfuss kind of way. But Bill Murray also does this thing where, because you're supposed to root for Bob and not Richard Dreyfuss's character. He's very self-involved, very self-important, thinks he is the bee's knees kind of character and is due a come down. But there's also elements in the way Bill Murray plays it where you're like, is Bob as innocent as he seems? Because there's like little moments where Bill Murray will give a look and you're like, does he know that he's needling away at this guy? Is he kind of like, burrowing his way into the family, knowing exactly what he's doing? And it's just the fact, it's one of those films that you'd like take the jokes out and put a sinister soundtrack on it. And it's suddenly Single White Female or any one of those strangers in the house kind of movies.
Yeah.
Lakeview Terrace, that sort of thing. Or that one with Ray Liotta and is it Kurt Russell?
Oh,
I think it is. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's good. Unlawful Entry.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this one is a buy it for me. It's one of those comedies that I've gone back to multiple times, and
Nice.
I'm still amused by it. It's got the kid from Dick Tracy and Hook in it as well,
Oh, cool.
and his daughter, who's meant to be a teenager, is actually like 30 years old in real life. um, I can't remember the actress's name. She was in Law and Order: Criminal Intent with Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh,
Um,
can tell you.
she looks a bit like Mariel Hemingway, but isn't.
All right, okay. I can still can't think of who that would be.
Catherine Irby, I think it is.
All right, okay. I can't think. I genuinely can't think of who that is.
Uh, yeah, she
I
was
do
born in
love
'65, so when the film came out, she would have been pushing 30.
Teenage Daughter.
She was in like Stir of Echoes, and she's one of those ones that's popped up in a lot of things.
All right, okay. No,
Um,
I like the sound of this, purely because I like Richard Dreyfuss as well. So,
yeah, I do.
Mister
Again, he's an
Mister Holland's
actor
Opus,
that's
man.
I fucking love Mr. Holland's Opus. I read a thing recently about why that film is not good, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. He is a shit teacher, I suppose, but I still love that movie.
I occasionally do the beautiful beautiful boy thing, but I always
Yeah,
just go beautiful beautiful Cole.
that's one of those films that my friend we were just sat in the pub, and he was like, "You ever seen Mr. Holland's Opus?" And I was like, "No," because it was one of those films, wasn't it? It looked like a Hallmark movie that had made its way to the cinema.
Yeah, no, I love
And
it.
he was like, "No, you should watch it. It's really good." And I watched it. It was on Channel 4 in the afternoon on Christmas, like when they used to show films in the afternoon in
Yep,
the run up to Christmas.
yeah,
And I watched it then. And I was like, "This film's fucking beautiful, man." And that
yep.
piece of music that they play at the end, the Michael Kamen American Symphony, but that's a
It's,
different film for a different episode.
it's incredible. It's incredible.
But yeah, I really like Richard Dreyfuss, and having seen that The Shark Is Broken play as well, where there's a guy playing Richard Dreyfuss about the making of Jaws. I like Richard Dreyfuss
Yeah.
even more. But yeah, it's just a really enjoyable film, and I say it a lot, but the kind of movie they just don't make anymore.